Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us, above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Ooh, ooh, you may say that I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you will join us, and the world will live as one. Hello, Drew James here from LearnGuitarInLondon.com, and I'm playing Imagine, a fingerstyle version. So we're going to be copying very closely what Lennon's piano is doing. I think you'll find that if you put this along to the record though, the piano sounds slightly off tune with the guitar, but it's pretty darn close. So you may have to fiddle about with your tuning, like sort of quarter steps, half steps to get it bang on. But this still sounds really, really nice. And it's kind of taking you a bit beyond a strummed beginner's version. So you are actually going to be making it sound like the piano rather than just strumming the chords the whole way through. So let's have a look at the left hand and learn how to play it. Now, to get started on this song, you're going to need to make a C major 7. A good way of thinking about a C major 7 is you're just going to make a C as normal, but just lift up the index finger. So that means middle finger on the 2nd fret on the D and ring finger on the 3rd fret on the A. And you're going to be pinching index and middle finger on the middle 2 strings. Slightly, it's breaking the finger picking rule, but sometimes the rules are there to be broken. We're going to do this so we can anchor our thumb, which means just leave it there on the A string, and we're going to pinch the middle strings. And then thumb is going to play the A string, and we're going to do that twice like this. Sorry, 3 times. Okay, got that? If you're getting any muting, just make sure the fingers are locked up, not pulled down, and you're pushing your wrist forwards, okay? If you don't have the muscles to do that, then you need to play a few more chords, all right? Then, just move this index and middle so that you're doing a pinch on the G and B string, the strings it would normally be on. And then thumb back onto that 3. So the first bar is... We're then going to be making, it's like an E chord, but slid up to the 2nd fret. But I'd like you to use these fingers. So move your middle finger down to the G string on the 2nd fret, ring finger on the 3rd fret on the A string, and pinky tucked underneath. So you're on 3, 3 and 2 on the A, D and G string. You're going to pinch the same strings as we did for the previous chord, index and middle, and then thumb on the bass note. Do it 3 times, and then we're into this. So let me show you how to do that. So lift up everything, leave the middle finger there, pick that, okay? Hammer to the 3rd fret. So just hit hard with the tip of this finger. You can pick it if you want, but just try and hammer for now. And then play the bottom open B string, letting go of everything. So it's... So that bar once again is, so E shape but using unfamiliar fingers. And then we're going to go round in a circle back to where we started. And then we're going to do that throughout Lennon singing at the beginning. Imagine all that I know. Da, 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 da. And you're going to do that once more with that progression, so C major 7 into this with... And then you're going to go back to the C major 7 for the last time. Same as before. But not do the... So you're just going to keep picking that pattern. So that's pinch middle, pinch thumb, pinch thumb, pinch thumb. Then we're into the pre-chorus. Imagine all the So let me show you how to do that. You're going to make an F major 7 chord, index finger on the 1st fret on the B, middle finger on the 2nd fret on the G, ring finger on the 3rd fret on the D, and you're going to be pinching with index and middle, and then thumb on the 3 that you're holding down with the ring finger. And you're going to do that just twice. Then change to an A minor 7. Quite an easy change. Move your middle finger up, leave the index finger where it is, middle finger up to the 2nd fret on the D, ring finger on the 3rd fret on the G, and do the same pinching, but this has now changed from a 3 to a 2. So it goes, change A minor, and then just move your middle finger down, nothing else, index and middle, so this index hasn't changed, then open thicket on the D string. And finally, ring finger on the 3rd fret on the A string. So we've just gone for that bar. It's a really nice little bass run, leaving these notes exactly the same, okay? Let's just do that again. Imagine all the people. Okay, cool. Then go back to the F major 7 shape, slide it up to the 3rd fret. So index on the 3, middle finger on the 4, ring finger on the 5 on the D, G and B string. Do the same pinch. We're going to do this 5 times, so that's pinching index and middle thumb on the D string. And then lift up the ring finger, slide this up 2 frets. So you're on 6 and 7, okay? So we're going like this. Like this. And then when you get there, just pinch it. Okay, so that's 6 and 7 on the B and the G string. Okay, so you would then go back into your regular intro and verse, etc. Okay. However, once you've then done the pre-chorus, this part again, and you're doing this, we're then going to go back to the chorus now, the full chorus, which is like this. You may say that I'm a dreamer. Okay, so it's just the same chord progression going around 4 times. So it's the F major 7 again, doing the same pinch, index and middle, then thumb on the D, then slide it up to the 3rd fret, so your 3 like before. Okay, then you're going to go to the C major 7, the first chord that we played, pinching the same strings as before. So that's middle, index and middle, and thumb on the D. Then, new part here, index finger is spare from that chord, so put it on the 1st fret on the G string, pinch the that string and the string below it, the B string, and then thumb on the thickest string. Okay, so I'm going to do it up to that point. So we've got F major 7, slid up 30 frets, then first chord, C major 7, new part, index finger here, don't forget the thickest string with that chord, then that goes around in a circle. But I'm not the only one. Let me do it again. Hope someday you will join us, and the world will live as one. Now, depending where we are in the song, you either go back to your intro again, or you finish on a C chord, if it's right at the very end. Thank you for watching my lesson. I upload 2 new videos a week to my YouTube channel. They're on Tuesdays and Fridays. So if you do like fingerstyle, folk, strummed, that sort of style of music, acoustic, always acoustic. As I get older, I love acoustic. And fingerstyle as well, as I've already mentioned, then please check my channel, learnguitarinlondon.com. You can click the link that is at the top there in the YouTube card. So just have a little click on that and that will take you straight through to the site. This lesson was brought to you by brightonguitars.co.uk. Keep on playing. Have yourself a good day.